All right, and we are back, and I do mean back. But before we get into it, a little something for the boys. Y'all hear it? You got to click the stream. I got to start it over. I had to hit us with that real quick. Oh man. Oh man. So let I thought y'all might enjoy that. So, ladies and gentlemen, wait, what? 10 minutes. And the introduction for my intro has been made. For I am the one, the only ideal tone. And ladies and gentlemen, visionaries and idealists, I am here to make it known. Okay? So, lists. You got to drag that lists. I am, first of all, to all my idealistic family, my visionary family. You are one and the same. I love you all. Okay? Today I am joined by three of my idealists, okay, at this table. And we, if you have not noticed by now, based off the music, all right, we are talking about Cowboy Bebop for this episode of Binge or Cringe. You may clap. you may applaud. Oh man, but we about to get to the nitty gritty, have a good time, have some fun. I'm glad my idealists enjoyed that beat. So, first of all, how's everyone? Thank you all for being here. Kobo, you with us? How did you enjoy the beat? I figured you guys would like a little bit of entertainment. I think I must try doing that every once in a while. So I think them glasses are fly. You got the double shades. Look at the double color for the shades, man. Exactly. Look at him, man. Yeah. So let's get to it, guys. As I said, this is an episode of Binge or Cringe. I'm glad to have everybody here. Welcome back for another episode. This is actually I don't know. I lost count of episodes of Binge or Cringe a long time ago, to be honest with you. 28. The fact that he knows that and I don't. Wow. Wait, I don't know if it's 28. I got some lost episodes that I haven't uploaded. No, it actually might be 30. It actually might be 30. There's like 4 lost episodes I didn't upload that I am uploading this week. Yeah. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, um, as you already go, we're gonna be talking about Cowboy Bebop today. First things first, before we get into it, um, anybody want to have any like thing to say that about Cowboy Bebop? Because I know this is one of those iconic animes, and we've touched on Cowboy Bebop just a pinch when we did Toonami and Adult Swim. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kobo, but I think we did, right? Oh, I'm gonna introduce everybody. We be all right. So, but yeah, no, well, okay, but yeah, so definitely something that I feel like we should definitely have a good conversation about. But as RJ said, I'm getting a little hit at myself. Definitely have a newcomer with us today. Which he's not a newcomer to any of my podcasts or my streams or the chat, but my boy Bruder Saiduku, also known as Blue Psyduck. What's up, Robbie? You're watching. He's watching. Why is he just clicking on like randomly? Like, and then we have the legend himself, the grandfather of anime. Or no, it's not the grandfather, but more like the grand godfather of anime. The legendary Cobalt 70. First of all, I said Godfather. I didn't say I said Grand Godfather, which means you are the grandest Godfather. I didn't call you old. You keep taking it as you're old. Exactly. Would you like Supreme Godfather instead? Oh man. But yeah, so see now he made me feel like he's older than me. You go to town, son. But yeah, so glad to have you all here. So like I said, my first question, or really not a question. Does anybody have anything to say that they want to get off their chest about Cowboy Bebop? Because I feel like I said, Kobo confirmed it for me. We definitely touched on it, but we never went in depth. And I'm gonna be real with you, moving forward, because you guys know the list. I've put the list out there. On the list, there are some iconic anime that are more of like the older generations. Like, because there's a lot of new generation anime, but this is like one of those animes that came out. I don't know if it predates Dragon Ball Z, but not predates Dragon Ball. So it's like one of them things that came out around like in like the golden age of Toonami, which we've talked about before as well. So anything you guys want to say for the table? He's talking about one of the episodes. He's talking about the anime. Yeah. Well, no, Rob. It's not. Maybe Rob does need therapy, but his thing is he didn't even bother to clarify what he meant. He just said, "Yeah, I just watched somebody get shot in the head." All right, that's true. I will. I will. That is true. That is true. Like they literally, I 100% agree with what Cobalt just said. For the simple fact, and the greatest part of that was it did end out the 90s. It had a great aspect to transition for anime from then to the 2000s. And like Cobalt said, it was dark, it was gritty, it touched on so much human nature, and you actually not like, and you know, there's anime now where you don't get where the aspect where you know who these characters are in and out. It's rare for a storyline like that now. It's so rare. Mm-hmm. Oh crap!
Let's talk about that.
Thanks, no, Rob. You could have told me, bruh.
Wait, what happened? What I miss?
The audio for you guys went out. I just fixed it.
Oh no!
I just fixed it.
Have YouTube muted. I
just fixed it. But Noel told me. Thank you, Noel.
What was the last thing they heard? Do I have to do the introduction again?
Oh shit! Let's do it.
Yeah, you might have to.
All right, hold on. Let me fix my glasses.
Wow, because he didn't hear anything Kobo said. Luckily I repeated it, but no. Can you hear us now? Can you hear them now? No.
Test.
Testing.
This is this is a test. None of this is real.
Hey, that sucks, but you know, I'm glad he told us before we got too deep.
Yeah, we could have been an hour in.
Oh, he said,
like,
yeah.
Well, guys.
Yeah, he said he hear y'all. Great.
Awesome. I guess I just don't want to blind anybody.
Yeah. But we will redo the intro.
All right.
Makes it, I just feel it's right.
All right. No. I might just ditch the glasses, man. All right, let me know we're ready.
We're ready.
I like these.
I'm gonna have to...
Friends and family across the multiverse. My name is Sterling Spencer, aka Ace Trainer Argent, aka the Stalwart Shield of South Philly, aka the Ace Trainer of West Willie, and I am blessed. I am absolutely benedicted to be here with the idealist, Ideal Tone by himself, the visionary here. We are on the East Coast, and we welcome you. And we are here to make it known. Kick it off to the man with the dreads, with the locks, with the dreams, with the G Power cheer, with the G Fuel. Introduce yourself, man. Talk to your people.
Guys, visionaries, idealists, ladies and gentlemen, I am your boy, Ideal Tone, and I am here to make it known that we are redoing the intro for you guys because of audio.
No, we just gonna keep going.
But no. I'm glad to have everybody here. I'm glad to be joined by my table of idealists, Argent, aka the Ace Trainer, Bruder Saduku, aka Rob or Blue Psyduck, the one, the only, and the supreme godfather of anime, the legendary Cobalt Zero.
7-0.
What's up?
Yes, 7-0. And just as a little added bonus, since I don't know if we missed this or not, but we are going to do this.
You just want to play it again. It's cool.
That's fine. I do.
you ain't got to lie, Craig.
J Squad.
If y'all feel this beat, rock out with your boys. I feel like it was only necessary. It was
That was,
only
that was-
necessary.
That was an ideal original. That was the ideal tone. That was the whole one. That was it.
Oh man. Back to full screening it up. No, if you're still watching, I hope you enjoyed that, my brother.
No, he's going. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Yes. Today, like I said, guys, we are talking about, if you don't know by the intro already, Cowboy Bebop, okay? And as you heard me reiterate and re-say, Kobo literally went in depth about what this anime is about. Kobo, if you don't mind re-saying what you said.
All right. Well, Cowboy Bebop came at the end of the 90s and really personified what the 90s were all about. That dystopian noir look of just a dark, gritty underworld, a future that we can somewhat relate to just from a technological standpoint. But at the same time, it asks simple questions about human relationships, things that we all can kind of get along with. But what really sets it apart from most animes is every character has a backstory. Every character has a beginning and an end, and you know their journey. You know more about them than you do about any other series, guaranteed. You get full arcs explaining where they came from, who they are, and where they want to be. It's a beautiful anime, and I really felt like it set the tone for all the anime that we have today. You know?
Heavy.
And it was different from the anime that you had, because most of the dystopian futures you had were Bubblegum Crisis, Ghost in the Shell. I mean, even Akira. You had a very high technological aspect to it.
That's true.
Whereas here, you had a good mix of them all, but it still held that film noir style, you know?
Right.
Yes.
Definitely.
I think this anime, it's very easy to say that this is legendary. Both about its writing style, its presentation of information and moving the story along. The soundtrack is just absolutely phenomenal to this day. I listen to this out like I was listening to Cat on Mars today. Like it's just pleasant. And my favorite thing, so this is all my starter pack. When people are like, what's all this anime thing about? I'm like, okay, let's start here. And the reason being is because it's not niche. You know, like a lot of other anime at this time were either the shonen or giant robots or magical girl. Like this is just a story about people. And I think people can relate to that. And I think it's easier to digest without having to completely suspend your disbelief. You know?
Yeah, it's like it's not like you're trying to throw somebody straight into Sailor Moon. Like which not everybody can like jump right into a Sailor Moon anime or an episode. But this, I completely agree with you, Argent. This is something that no matter who you are, you can relate to this type of thing.
To somebody.
Yeah, like somebody can relate.
Spike, or even Ein. I do relate to Ein sometimes.
So definitely. Null said the beat was loud, but he was outside doing lists, so it was just right. So I guess he enjoyed it.
Let's go.
So
go.
But yeah, so let's get to it. First question. What drew you to this anime and what kept you going with it? As usual, that's always my opener for you guys. So
I think we gotta start with Rob on this one.
Oh yeah, about that. I was kind of called here by Ideal Tone.
Yes, you were. I summoned you. But that's beside the point. You should at least remember why you got interested in the anime.
Interested in anime?
In this one.
In this one?
Yes.
I never really watched it.
Oh my goodness, Rob.
Like I said, I was watching a church scene. The dude with the trench coat shot a man in the head.
Oh, okay. Well, then from that, is there anything that interested you to jump into the anime? Let me ask that.
I mean,
because you technically you saying you didn't watch it, but you watched it. You just don't remember.
That was like back in Toonami.
Yeah, so you watched it.
I remember watching a little bit of it, but I have no memory of it. I recall the name. That's all.
Oh my goodness. Well, did you answer my question, Rob? You can answer my question.
What was the question again?
I can't.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh,
Appreciate you,
man.
big bro.
Well, keep watching clips and you can answer the rest of these questions because they'll be similar. They'll be very easy.
There's no way.
They'll definitely be easier.
Is it on Netflix? It's on Netflix.
Okay. RJ.
Okay, so actually, when I was younger and Adult Swim, when you like fall asleep and wake up and something randomly be on, like Ghost in the Shell or Inuyasha or whatever.
Right.
Sometimes it was Cowboy Bebop. That's how I first heard Tank. But actually, what drove me to like sit and shotgun this whole anime was actually an argument that I got into with my best friend at the time about dubs. Because, you know, I watched anime in the early 2000s. I was like, dubs? Absolutely not. I know 4 kids. 4 kids, rest their soul. You know, they're gone for now. Pour one out for them. But watching his challenge was like, watch Bebop dubbed and see how good the dub is. And dub was phenomenal. It's still one, not only one of the best series, it's one of the best dubs, you know?
Let's be real.
That team of voice actors went on to do a ton more after that. And the guy who does Spike has done a dozen people.
Yup.
You know,
Stephen J. Bloom, that man is Orochimaru.
Nice.
That man is, let me see. Who else was he was Jamie from Mega XLR.
Yeah.
Stephen J. Bloom.
That team saved dubs, bro. That whole team saved dubs. It was horrible before that.
Yeah, dubs
horrible.
was, and then just the mouthing and everything for dubs was horrible. But they saved the Cowboy Bebop is so iconic for his dub. And don't get me wrong, the sub is good too. But like the dub, it was a dub that no one thought was going to be good because every dub before that was like, okay, whatever,
questionable at best.
Yes. But this one blew me, especially when you first hear Spike's voice. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Who this smooth, raspy dude?
The best.
For sure. What about you, Cobalt?
What?
What kept you going with the anime? What drew you in? Blah, blah, blah.
What drew me in? I'll be honest. I saw it in like 99, dude. In terms of what else I had to watch, yeah, there was nothing that good, bro. Nothing that good.
Nothing that good.
It was that or Sailor Moon. All right.
Or Ronin Warriors, Saint Seiya.
Saint Seiya. Okay, I got into Saint Seiya all the way up to a point. I think it was like the 3rd season or something. After that, I fell off. I was like, this is just too much
at that point, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like Saint Seiya got repetitive, and I was like, okay, well, am I still watching this?
I got it until he got. I went up till he got his gold armor. I feel like that's a fucking accomplishment.
Yeah. Once he got
that on your resume.
Once he got his golden armor, then after that, you're like, all right, cool.
Resume, that's fucking endurance trials right there. Hell yeah, I'm putting that on there.
No offense, but how many times can you hear Booster Ken?
I can tell you right now, I actually rewatched it. It was good enough that I rewatched it when it did air on Toonami, and I actually liked it better with the dubs on Toonami. You know? And I 90% of what I watch is subbed. I prefer subs over everything. After like growing up and watching anime and early on in like the 80s and 90s, you didn't want dubs. You never wanted dubs.
Yeah, no, I
stayed as far away from dubs as possible.
I watch a dub here and there just to see how it compares to a sub, but like for the most part, I am like, I won't say 90% sub like Kobo. I'm like 85.
Dubs are better now. Like they're better in past the year 2016, but man, anything like before 2007, dog.
Right. But here's the thing though, you got to be careful when you're watching subs for the simple fact that the wrong person, someone can walk in at the wrong time and then that sounds really out of pocket and you like,
just don't watch Monogatari in the house. Watch it in public.
Yeah, imagine
the number of anime that you could walk in and have a bad situation with is pretty high.
Yeah, you'd be like this. You'd be like,
pretty high.
You'd be like, what are you watching? Like, huh? But yeah, man. So, but for me, it was just
It was the art style for me.
yeah.
Sorry.
Y'all know me. I love I love the newer art styles and everything, but the grungy art styles was definitely something I was very into. And I think what kept me going was the sheer continuous battle of light and dark, and then within themselves sometimes too. Like, you know, they're just a battle of human nature. That darkness aspect, along with the bounty hunters, martial arts, and all that other stuff, it was dope. It intrigued me. It just kept my attention, and no episode was similar to the next. You know?
Yeah, that is very true. I think Spike is really cool because, like, oh yeah, this dude's like a totally capable badass, but he still gets his shit handed to him sometimes. So it's a challenge of like, wow, what's this guy going to face now? But all the while, he's facing the emotional aspect. Let me know when it's my turn for a question because I'm interested, but I know everybody else got to finish up.
Okay. But yeah, all right. Well, then I'm gonna move on and ask the next question. Then the art style we know is something that we already spoke about. Grungy, story is dark. Art style is like really fluid for something of its time. You know, back in the 90s, it was a little different. You know what I mean? There was some anime that was choppy in the 90s. It is what it is, especially when it came to the combat. So,
dog, I used to think instant transmission was amazing. Nah, instant transmission is just lazy. They literally don't have to draw somebody moving. It's
the truth in that statement is so aggressive. Yeah.
Or them moving, or them going like, or them not even before they into transition, they were just moving really fast and they just disappear.
Well, you know the story behind his the Super Saiyan form.
Yeah.
And the manga, it was all white because he didn't want to fill it in.
Because he didn't want to ink it. Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. But yeah, so my question is, how did y'all enjoy the fight scenes? Or just the action itself?
Epic fights, you know?
And then leading on from that, what was one of your favorite fight scenes? Go.
Cowboy,
when he rescues Faye, when they have to go and rescue Faye.
I remember that.
They're fighting in the casino. Yeah.
That's
one of my favorite. But the movie, I mean, we gotta consider the movie in
there.
No,
the movie was way like, I feel like the movie was a bit ahead of its time, and it was, but in a good way. Like, it brought in some new stuff. It was so clean, and it was, I don't know, man. I love the movie.
That's what I'm saying. The movie fucking killed it.
Yeah. Actually, I think my favorite fight is going to be an odd one because it's so short, but it's Spike and Ed's dad. Just because Ed's dad came in, and I was like, yo, who is this guy, man?
That's such a good choice.
Yeah.
Go on.
That fight was so out of pocket because it was unexpected.
It was just like, we know Spike can handle himself, right? The only time when he really got beat up was by that crazy cat guy. But like, this is just like, yo, who is this boy?
I mean, let's think back to that. I think that's the most severe headbutt in the series.
It's true. It's up there with Tanjiro headbutting Inosuke.
Oh yeah, that was epic.
He gave that man a whole ass concussion
and broke his ribs.
But anyway, yeah. But anyway, Rob, favorite fight, buddy?
Watching the main character get choked.
Can you do that on your own time, man? This stream is rated PG-13.
This is the second time I watched him get shot. Now he's falling out of a train.
You can't, Rob. As many clips as you watched so far, you can't answer the question.
Rob's favorite fight is Spike versus Vicious because Vicious got a sword for some reason. And
Vicious
a bird.
The one with the long hair?
Vicious is the one with the sword, the bird, and the platinum hair boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get there yet.
You'll see it.
Yeah,
he brought a sword to a gunfight.
He's on a train right now. Let me see.
Are you sharing your screen?
No.
Oh, you said let me see, like you was about to share your screen.
Let me see.
Oh man, Rob, I'm glad to have you here, regardless, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sticking it out.
Try my best.
Oh man, But if I had to choose my favorite fight scene, it was definitely the one that Rob talked about earlier. It was the one inside the church.
Oh my goodness, yo!
Like, and that was so early on.
Episode
So
3?
early on. Like, you wasn't expecting that. And they was, and he was like, "Where you going?" They're like, "I'm going to go handle this." And like, you like, "By yourself?" "Yeah, by myself." Took on the whole church of bandits or mercenaries or mafia gang, whatever they were. But like, yeah, took on the whole cathedral,
the whole congregation. Set these hands, E for everybody.
Last thing you know, there's a big explosion, and you. Last thing you know, there's a big explosion. I'm like, my man dead in episode 3. Like, what?
What is this, Madoka Magica? Spoilers. All right. Also, this stream will contain spoilers if you have not seen Cowboy Bebop, even though it's been out for almost 20 years.
All I'm saying is every binge or cringe contains spoilers. At this point, you come prepared.
Nah, you gotta tell the people though. But anyway, my question, real quick. How do we feel about the Netflix adaptation? Because I was just talking to somebody, and I think because Bebop doesn't move like, oh, this happens one day and then this happens the next day, and it's like throughout the span of weeks to months, next between episodes. And I think that's how we fit so much into just 26 episodes in a movie,
right?
Or 24 episodes in a movie. But anyway. How do you think what transitions have to take place for the story to retain its power and weight, but still be good television? Because it's great anime, but great anime doesn't automatically equal good television.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. You talking about the Netflix adaptation, right?
Yeah, with John.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a huge hurdle to get over.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But the animes that are able to accomplish it are usually ones that are that don't lean heavily on the look of the series. And I think because Cowboy Bebop carries that traditional style with the high tech, if they do it right, it will look fantastic. And if they choose good actors, I mean, they could deliver it. They've got a good base. It's going to be hard for them to live up to.
Yeah.
So
it's a bold move to even make one, honestly.
It really is, but I mean, it's not unexpected. People have been talking about it, doing it for years because it has that aspect that they can cheaply produce.
Mm-hmm.
But if they go too cheap, they're going to ruin it, obviously.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Evolution called.
Oh, let's not even talk about that.
No,
that
dude,
was the
no.
line.
We've got a whole generation of Netflix adaptations to judge it off, and there haven't been a lot of great.
Yeah,
ones.
let's talk about the live adaptation of Bleach or Full Metal. Horrible.
Or wait, there was Full Metal. I know there was a Tokyo Ghoul one.
No, there was a live.
Did not speak of the Full Metal one.
It was horrible, bro.
Talk about
it was simply horrible.
You know what though? They tried. God bless them. They tried. They had no idea what they were doing, but they tried.
Shoot, that wasn't my piece of American Pie. I know that.
Is that a saying? I feel like that's not a saying.
It's not a saying. I created it. Don't worry about it. In other words, it basically means there was no happiness for me in that.
America associated with happiness? You might be wildin'. Find out more at 11. No,
American Pie is happiness. You get good at some apple pie, good pie, slice of pie. Okay, that's delicious. I love pie.
Okay.
Or should I say, it wasn't my cup of tea, or it wasn't the cake that I wanted.
I'm not trying to police your phraseology.
All I'm saying is, man.
I don't know that. By the way, I have a routine you might like. I can tell you together. You need to align.
Alexa, stop. Alexa just started talking out of nowhere. I didn't even say Alexa.
Alexa, that's so sad. Play Despacito.
Don't do that. Oh, but no, seriously, man. That's how I feel about live adaptations or Netflix adaptations. And if they're going to do this, like Kobo said, if they're going to do this justice, they have to make sure that they literally pay attention to detail, but not too much. Because if they try to overdo it, is not going to do well.
They need phenomenal acting and script writing in order to pull this off. I mean, let's consider it. The visual element they can pull off. Mm-hmm. They've been doing it for almost 2 years now, where they've had better and better graphics in their series. They can achieve the look. But if they cannot achieve that pacing, that dialogue,
You know what?
that storytelling,
you know what? I
not
got
do
something.
anything.
What is it? I'm interested in
I'm about to share my screen. You guys know who King Vader is?
Yeah, we know King Vader.
Have you ever seen his versions of Cowboy Bebop?
No.
Bruh.
Are you going to link them in the description?
I'm about to pull it up and share the video.
How long do you have? Like 30 seconds of continuous
What do you mean?
before copyright?
Oh no, I'm gonna just show like I'm just show like a small clip of it.
Understandable.
If I can pull it out.
So while we're doing that, Cobalt, I got a question for you.
All right.
Question for you. Pulling off of Watanabe's other completely remarkable ahead of its time work, Samurai Champloo. Mugen versus Spike Spiegel. No improvised weapons and no swords. Just Bonnie and Clyde right here. This is right here. Who you got?
Spike's a trained assassin from the future. You know, I gotta go with Spike.
You wild, dude. You wild.
Why would you go with Spike?
I know, but it's a preference thing because it wasn't what made him awesome in his fights. Wasn't just that he could fight. Because I mean, he gets his ass kicked a couple times. It's his ability to improvise on the spot. You know, but the fights in Champloo are so ornate. It's like,
bro, how is that 2002? That blows my mind.
Poetry play out. I feel like it's a tragedy with Spike. A lot of it's dark, so those fights are always super intense. But with Samurai Champloo, you don't care who's fighting who. You just enjoy both of them and the way it's represented. So, I mean, gosh, now I want to go. Now I want to go with Mugen.
It's a talking point, right? It's fun to talk about.
I'm
bringing it up
a
now.
Bunch of the fights too. I'm like, God, those were so good.
All right, let me see if I can share this. It's going to look a little weird because it's on my sideways screen. But
okay, I'm prepared. Thank you for sharing this with us. Everybody, take this time if you're to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss a post. We got a bunch of stuff coming. This man is working on 9 videos at the same time. I don't know when he sleeps. I don't know when he sleeps.
Here's the thing. I don't. I don't sleep.
Yeah, I can confirm. I play with him all the time. Yeah, he never sleeps.
But then again, I probably sleep more than Grim does. All right, here we go.
Here we go. It's happening.
Yeah.
Bomb planet underneath the biggest casino on this planet.
Okay. Boss, are you not afraid that the feds are listening to us right now?
Like, did you see how like that digital was up and everything?
Yes, it was pretty cool.
We have over 500 bombs in the nearest hospitals, making them our hostages.
But that still doesn't answer my question, boss. Are you not afraid that the bounty hunter is going to come and kill you?
Bounty. We are the biggest criminals in this sector. Who would dare come after my bounty?
And like, just it's simple. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let me see if I can. All right. And this is where I got some of the beat from. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
no, not the whole thing.
Tone exposed.
Not the whole thing. I literally mixed. I remixed some of this. I remixed some of it. Let me see. I am not one to lie, but I definitely got some of it. Oh wait, it's not going to. You know what? I think I'm over my time.
That's fair
to play it. But hey, like it's just like, you know how like it was simple, and in the beginning, like let me see if I could just show some of the.
We definitely gonna put the link in the description.
Yeah.
check out King Vader. He's a cool guy.
I love
I'm
King
sure-
Vader stuff, man.
I'm sure most of your your fan base overlaps. I have no doubt. But yeah, what's the next question? We talked about the live adaptation. We talked about I guess what are some of your favorite themes?
Oh, you see that? Let's
in
look at
the
that.
show?
Like that's showing Mars and the Milky. Like that's just it's simplistic.
I'll be back.
All right,
So-
thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
All right, I'll jump on something. How did you feel about the backstory? Each main character has a very fleshed out arc for
Right.
their backstory. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your favorite? You know,
My favorite backstory. If I had to choose, hold
They're
on,
all
wait.
really good.
All right. If I had to choose, I guess I would say because I don't want to choose Spike, even though he is one of my favorite backstories. But if I had to say, I guess Faye.
Sad, real sad.
Yeah, I know. Like it was my favorite
Yeah.
backstory, but it was, the way it was sad. But like, it made me really understand who she is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was a lot. Like, let's be real. Faye got a lot of issues.
Yeah, I mean, imagine
mean,
like just not having
yeah.
your memory. You don't even know who you are. That's wild.
Right.
well, imagine that. But even before that, everyone she would have known, and every bit of evidence she could possibly find on who she is gone. Long
On
gone.
VHS,
Yeah, like
Blockbuster.
like seriously on Betamax,
Hollywood
you
Video.
know? back on Betamax and shit. Yeah.
Like that girl has nobody, no living relatives, nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's wild, man. I think my favorite backstory is hard to choose because they're all great.
Well, I
but-
mean, you only got 4, really.
yeah, I think I think I want to say Jets. I want to say Jets because like he was trying to do the right thing, and it showcased corruption. It showcased like the very fact that you got to go outside the law to get anything done, and it still left them with contacts, which it makes sense why he become a bounty hunter.
right.
So it
Well,
just
gotten the betrayal,
yeah.
the betrayal he dealt with.
yeah,
Like,
that was hard.
his partner turned around, stabbed him in the back.
Quite literally.
Yeah, tell me about it. It just shows that I feel like we just keep coming back to the same topic with this anime. Just the aspect of human nature and how most people, different people are affected by the world and how everything unfolds. Like,
True.
we would have never expected that to be Jet's backstory. We would have never expected Spike's backstory to be the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then the fact that they come from different walks of life, different areas, different backstories, but they all ended up together and working together to further themselves in what they know how to do, like survive. It's basically it.
I think it's really, really cool that because Spike's a badass, right? Like, well, that's just like what we see of him. But realistically, when you watch this story, he's just a tortured man.
Mhm.
Like, and like going through it, and you only understand that at the end of it all,
Yeah,
But
and he's one of them people that constantly haunts his tortured past or his tortured self with like jokes and stuff like that, or flirting. You know how he is. He puts it off, but he's definitely hurting. You know what I mean?
it's true.
So,
Yeah,
I
good
guess
question.
yeah, very good question. I think my next question. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really think this was going to be that long anyway. So, because I feel like the bottom line when it comes down to the essence of Cowboy Bebop is the 4 characters in their walk of life as they cope with themselves and their human nature.
Whoa! 5 characters, dog. You're not gonna
5.
sit here and disrespect Ein. Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay, you got me. You got me.
You should have called me out earlier when I said something too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about Iron. You're right. All right, I'll give you that. So, I guess my final question is, if this was to continue at all, in which I know at this point it probably never will, what would you like to see happen for this anime? It's been over what? It's been over 10 years since this anime
like to
aired.
see how they would be. I'd like to see how they ended up 20 years on. You know,
Yeah.
who's alive, who's got grandchildren, how life has changed, how their lives impacted the worlds that they live in. You know, because they had some, despite having such down to earth writing, they had some big plays in that game. You know, like they had some missions that carried a lot of weight. That end, you know, that was a peak end right there. Here we had the most nefarious group that they had constantly butted heads with.
Yeah.
That's all over. After that point, it had ended for them. What happens now? There's a lot of stories left to tell, but do we really have the capability to tell it?
That's true.
You know?
That's a good point.
Look, we don't want a Yashahime situation, which is like a sequel nobody really asked for, that you can never really measure up to the original content. Like, let's just not. If they were to continue, I can't like sit here and say hard and fast what I want to see of the story, but I know they would need to recapture what made the original in some ways, but still making it interesting. I think still focusing on just focusing on whoever characters they're going to focus on. It doesn't have to be like day-to-day linear, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know, to a continuation. I can't even think about it. You know?
I hear that. I respect that. I think I would have to agree with Kobo. You know what? Not even a continuation. It don't have to be a full-on anime. Maybe an OVA of what happens in the future.
I think that's safe. That's safe, right? Like, you know, it's not too long. You don't have to fill up a whole 13 episodes.
Yeah, just an OVA. And just like what happened to them after everything was said and done for themselves.
Epilogue.
Yeah. So I think I would be perfectly fine with that. A whole 13 episodes.
I can deal with that.
Mm-hmm. I think if their whole 13 episode season might be trying too hard.
That's a lot to fill.
Especially after so many years.
It's a lot to fill.
So, but yeah, that was my last question, guys. I mean, I feel like we've definitely like touched a lot on Cowboy Bebop, and I'm be honest with you, I don't think we did too many spoilers this time.
We definitely did.
I feel like we've done way more spoilers in the past. Yeah.
No, man, we told the whole story.
Basically, I guess I'm trying to sugarcoat it a little bit.
So I do have to ask, fellas, binge or cringe? What's our vote?
It's a whole binge, man. It's a whole binge.
100% binge.
Rob?
Rob will probably say binge if you watched it.
he might be binging right now.
He might. But yeah, so definitely thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm glad Rob could be here for the little time that he was here. I know I kind of, well, not forced it, but I kind of like, you know,
he was voluntold.
Yeah, but I definitely wanted him here, so I'm glad he was. But yeah, so that's really it. You guys got anything to say before we get out of here, or?
Yeah, we the hardcores. we're like Cowboy Bebop. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Cobalt, where can people find you, my guy?
I got my website. I do art. Cobalt7.com.
Nice. Thank you. Link will be in
the description. For those of you who, I've said it multiple times, but if those of you who've never, or who are new to my streams or have never heard me say it, Cobalt actually did my intro.
What?
Yeah, like the one with the tuning fork and everything.
Yeah.
That's all him.
That's yo. I got it. Yo, what's your booking email, yo? I gotta hit you up.
Cobalt does some great A work, man. Seriously,
I do all right work.
Yo, man, that intro is like garlic bread to the eyes, dog.
This is literally what he said to me. He was like, you know what? Yeah, give me some imagery. Tell me what you want. Do you want it extravagant or simplistic? I was like, meet me in the middle. He was like, okay, just give me some imagery, blah blah blah. So I literally threw a tuning fork at him, some wave ripples like from a puddle, and and music notes, and that's how that my intro came about. Like,
The slaps though.
so I was
It
like,
definitely turned out all right.
I was
I
like,
wasn't
yeah, man.
disappointed.
He even
All right,
even has it on his website and his YouTube.
I do. I got to update my site. I've got like 7, 8 projects, 9 projects that I haven't put up.
Nice.
Yeah. Soon I'll be working with Cobalt for my outro before my end credits stuff.
End credits are important.
So
But all right, idealists.
Yeah.
I think
So-
we called another one.
definitely. Idealists, visionaries, my idealistic family. Thank you all for being here tonight. I was joined by my boy Argent and my boy Cobalt 70, and also my boy Brutus Haduku, also known as Rob. So we're going to get out of here. If you did like this episode of Binge or Cringe, or if you want to see any other content related to this, please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely check out my boy Argent on the Blurred Bar. Grade A stuff for sure. And also check the stream we did earlier. He was on an episode of Don't Get Smacked for Talking Smack with me, episode 13, and we was in Pokemon Unite, and it got toxic. It got toxic real quick.
That's one way to describe what happened.
It got toxic real quick. And definitely check out Cobalt. Cobalt has I've streamed with Cobalt in the here and there, and well, he's been a part of my streams here a lot. And definitely check out his website for his stuff. Good, grade A stuff. He also does shirts. So,
Ooh.
I do shirts.
You said doo-doo.
I have a very popular Ghost in the Shells design on Redbubble.
oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about
I
that.
saw a lot of stickers with that one. Like, all right, cool.
So, but definitely catch us again for future episodes. And as always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I just made that known. Later.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, if I can. Oh, there we go.